So call him the man of the moment and you'll not be far from right. He's got 10 nominations for the Ghana Music Awards. It's been very, very unprecedented journey for Nacee. 2016 was a bit rough for him. I don't know if that's true, but he gets to tell us, the latter party was in the news for all the reasons that Onapo brought. But now he's in the news for the reason of the Ghana Music Awards. As we head for the awards on the 8th, he has the highest nominations. And I'm wondering why he's not in the Artiste of the Year category. But we get to find out from the man himself, Nacee. I'm sure you're wondering, where is No Tribe? This is Nacee. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I see. You're glowing, a lot of things happening for you. The fraternity is appreciating more of your works. So 10 nominations, the highest so far. Nobody else has got that number of nominations. Asking you how it feels is, would just be to tell you, to tell me that you're grabbing all of them.
Grabbing all of them, it will sound selfish. 10 or 11 nominations. I think some other people are also, we competing or like also nominees over there. So yeah. I think grabbing 5 will be fine.
Just 5?
5 is more than 5. I mean, more than good.
Oh, is it? Okay, so let's see. Which of the 5 do you think that this is a sure one for me?
Oh, all of them are, I believe that any of them I qualify to win, but I can't really say that this is really my sure one.
When you're going to play football match, you look at your competitor, you look at their strikers and you say, oh, if I see from the team, I'm sure. So I'm sure if you look at yourself in the categories you find yourself, there's some of them, it's not too competitive for you. You know that,
Oh, and
with a little push,
you see, musically, everybody is good. And it will sound too, I don't know the kind of words I should use, but everybody qualifies to win. But I believe that if I don't qualify, I won't be there. So long as I'm in the Vodafone Popular Song of the Year, I qualify to win. So as my other, colleagues that are also there.
Which song made it to the Vodafone Popular Song of the Year? Everybody thought that Onapo will make it somewhere there. What happened?
Because Onapo is a political song, so
were you disappointed?
Not at all.
But Ghanaians said they wanted it in there.
Yeah. So see, that's the biggest market. The bigger market out there, which if all the Ghanaians are behind it, which they support that. Now see, the Onapo needs to be there, and it's not there. I think that means I have satisfied my fans that well, that they wanted that song to be there. But I think the fans are also okay with it because they don't want anybody to kind of, and a political song, sometimes people don't want anybody to insult me. I think somebody did some article in the Showbiz letter column, and I had a lot of advice from my big men, said, Nana, you know something, pull out from this Onapo saga and stuff like that. So I think it's okay.
So you pulled out?
I didn't pull out. Yeah.
But, so before we come back to the awards, let's just...
The truth is, I didn't even submit Onapo.
Okay.
According to Charter House, somebody submitted it.
On your behalf?
Yes. But we didn't even submit it.
Could he have been the one who sang the song?
No.
I know that it's something that's sensitive, but once you clear it, you let it go. I've not spoken to you about this Onapo thing since it came. During the Onapo days, or during 2016, there were a lot that were revealed about you, the Onapo song, you had to hire somebody and all that. In general, after all that you went through, what did you tell yourself?
Lesson. I think I have learned a lot. Some of the things that at the beginning I was thinking that I'm working with colleagues, the friends that, let's do it when everything is okay. At least we'll all be fine. But some also took it in a different angle, that they wanted money before working, and some of them also agreed to it that, okay, let's do it. But somewhere along the line, they also changed their mind. And that made me like learn a lot and also study not so many things about human. The way we change our minds quickly. When some of them, they change their mind when they see money. Some also will change their mind from the very beginning, and that is the perfect one. That you know the kind of person you are working with. But those ones that will only they change their mind when they see money, it's very dangerous to work with such people. So I have learned a lot. Yeah.
But it's not the first time I realized, because I spoke to Diaja and I noticed that it wasn't the first time you're doing a song for the political party NDC.
Yeah, I started way back, ex-President Kufuor. That was 2000.
So it's not just the NDC.
Oh, no. Even, I mean, I've done it for MPP, PPP, NDC. I've done so many songs for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So ex-President Kufuor in 2008, was that when
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
What song was that?
I don't remember. That was the same MPP, like, you know, MPP stuff. Now, that was 2000, and then we did it 2004 too. I repeated the same song as well.
And you don't remember the song?
I don't remember the song.
Nacee.
I'm not a politician, so me, I only do my work and I'm off.
And then in 2012, you did for the president.
I did it. I did it 2008. We did a song. That was the studio. We did some other works for MPP, more of the advert and then other things. And then we also campaigned with, because they asked us to campaign, like move around with them. So that was Believe in Ghana, if you remember, Nanado's first, you know, it was huge. And we toured almost the whole Ghana. In 2012, I did the VDV for President Mahama. And then what MPP also asked from me is they wanted me to do and I did it for them. So
in 2012, you did for the MPP and the NDC at the same time?
Yes.
Wow.
And we campaigned. I mean, they also gave us a contract where we can also perform on their stage with them, which they paid us to perform for them. So we did it.
But what changed in 2016? Why all of a sudden everything began to look like it's the first time you've always been with the NDC and all that?
That is why it's always good to, I mean, people should read and also follow. If you refuse to follow and read what is happening, you become a new person in the industry. And I hate to tell people that I need to educate you, because sometimes people walk in the blind side. They don't want to know, even though they know the truth, but they will cover the truth and then just go by, let's just be diabolic and speak anything. Let's push him there because MPP is in power now. So when we push him there that he's an NDC, you know, whenever he moves to any of these offices, he would get it difficult to get access of whatever he's looking for. But trust me, my blessing is not in the hands of any man, you know, not a political party. And even right now, if you are an NPP person and you don't work hard, Nanado will not come and put money in your pocket. True. You need to work hard. You came here, you saw the machines surrounding me here, and we have a lot of machines out there as well. And we are working day in and day out. So whether MPP is in power or NDC is in power, I am not a political, how do you call it, I don't hold any position in MPP or NDC. You can go and find out if I'm a card bearer. I am not.
In both parties?
In both parties. And even if I have to do it, it is my choice. There's nothing wrong in me being an NDC person or an MPP person. So I think sometimes the media, some of the media men will forcefully make sure that you go down the drain. But I don't think it's the right thing.
But in all this, people ask, why did you decide to use an unknown face for your work? So you do the song in 2004, all the other ones you said, I'm not too sure of, I don't know. But I know that in 2012 and 2016, it was one man who was fronting your works. Was it a deliberate attempt to use a face that we were not familiar with to front your works?
I have worked with Aja for some time now. I think for more than 14 or 15 years now. And he's one guy that I have always tried to make sure that I'll push him. And you know, it takes a lot to push an artist. It's not easy at all. So anytime I get any opportunity, I try to see who I can use this opportunity to support. And for me, everybody knows about Nacee. Okay. If I'm trying to be selfish and all everything should just come to me, I don't think I'm doing the right thing. So I decided to use the opportunity to push his brand. And after everything is done, we can use it to also record this album and then bring it out. But unfortunately, you know, some people also jumped in and they tried to influence and get certain negative things across. And I think they were able to get his attention. And that was the main reason why, you know, we had all what is, but it wasn't a mistake of me using his image. You know, it was a deliberate decision. We intentionally decided. He sat here. I told you that this is what I want to do for you. So after this, we do this. So
you think he got carried away? He got carried away by the fame that came with, especially Onapo.
I would say, at the beginning he wasn't, but you know we had some bad friends around that, you know, they always influence and they think also have gotten some huge amount of money that I didn't pay him enough. But the first question is that, did I even tell him that I'm going to pay him some money? No. The whole idea is to push his image. So did I push the brand, the image that I wanted for him? Yes, I did. And aside that, whatever I got, I gave him.
You gave him money?
Yes, I did.
The last time I spoke to him, he said, well, he said it doesn't matter if you give him money or not. He's not being, you know, that specific. The only time I heard he said he gave him 1,000 cedis, and that's all I've heard.
No.
You gave him more than that?
True.
You gave him more than that?
Yes.
You want to tell me how much?
Oh, I think I should just let this matter rest.
But have you cut ties with him afterwards?
You know something, I don't close doors. And he's been my son for the past 14 years or 15 years now. And this is not time for me to close doors or shut the door at him. He is always welcome. He is always welcome. And I'm also, the way he knew, I mean, that is how I do my things. I'm always looking forward what is next. I don't need to rest. So if you decide to stay behind, I won't wait for you. I am going. So if he wants to go with me, he should come.
So
but I will not look for him.
So if he comes right now, you still work with him?
Of course.
I see. But you know, I don't know if you noticed that after the whole issue came out that you were the one behind Onapo, behind IDB, people began to see you in a different light.
That's what?
And you're gospel musician Nacee, and all your politics, no? Did you get people lashing out at you openly, where you could see that when you go places, people begin to look at you in a different way?
Not at all.
That's not true. Even on radio, people, you know.
Not at all. Nacee is a musician, okay? A musician, a sound engineer, producer. Okay, I bought these machines to produce music. So if MPP walks in here, I see them as clients. If NDC comes, same thing I do for anybody. You see, you walked in here, if you came here to record music, I will see you as what?
A client.
I wouldn't see you as MPP or NDC. How would I watch you in this modern Ghana taking the money away? Ni matabiye.
Nabi.
Mangmo. Medi machines. I have to use these machines to work. So, honestly speaking, I have been to so many places and people are so happy. They want me to even sing the song, Onapo.
Really?
Yeah. So
you haven't had Christians who are holier than thou say anything to you?
No.
You've not heard anything that surprises you?
They are even crazy about the Onapo song because that is why we have to release the Onapo, the second version, the gospel version.
Before we go to Onapo attention, in 2004 and all the rest, did you have anybody singing the song, or you just did the song and gave it to them, or you were the same person who did
Some of them I sang them, some of them too, I had some other people singing. The same thing that I did the same 2016.
Was it that you weren't popular then? Because I'm trying to fathom.
Yeah, 2002, 2000, I wasn't that popular, even though I have done some songs and, you know, but I wasn't that huge then. I think now the media is much, and also social media is the mouthpiece of the youth. So everybody is kind of, you know, everybody has a mouth now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, everybody has a mouth now. Then you don't really have a say. You have to wait for, and how many even radio stations that will talk about entertainment. So these are some of the things. So these things were they were not really that kind of something that will kind of pull attention. No.
But people then would ask, or myself, I'm asking that if you had all these facts and there were things that you could speak to, why did you decide to go low, keep quiet on the whole issue when people were calling your name from radio station to TV station, print? Every time there was something about you, people calling you selfish and people saying that you are taking money and all that. If you knew you had facts as you're telling me now, from 2000 you have done this all over, why did you decide to go quiet, decide to go low?
The media never approached me on it.
No, we tried. Hits FM tried. We never got you. I personally can remember trying, and it got to a point the number that I had wasn't going through anymore.
So how did you get to me later on?
Because at that time you were ready to speak. You had already spoken about it.
No, you know, the whole idea is this: the media started going on the negative side, bashing me before they got to me. And me, when you do that, I will just stay back and watch you. So I was just watching and listening to the drama that is happening. You know, sometimes when you hear people, you know, giving you some free drama, you have to listen and enjoy it. And you calling me a selfish person doesn't make me a selfish person. And sometimes you don't have to follow every nonsense that goes around on social media. Because if you are not careful, you're rather mistaken if you respond to everything. And do I even have the time to follow everything that goes on? The negative stories normally run faster than the positive ones. So I don't really have the time to, you know, I'm always recording. How would I have the chance to even sit on social media for money to even respond to everybody, trying to explain myself? That means I'm not responsible, you know, and that is not my job there. It is somebody's work to take care of those people. And I think some of the fans were so loyal and, I mean, good enough to fight on my behalf. And I just, you know, keeping quiet has done a lot of, I mean, good for me. And I think it was a nice drama, so I was enjoying it.
How your family they were okay with?
Oh, no, my family is far, far from my business.
No, but they're human, you know.
They know nothing about it.
They
only heard that they said I've collected some money, which they know already. So she was also laughing at it. That was all.
Okay, then on Apple Attention, a lot of people thought that you didn't speak, then you release on Apple Attention to kill all the negative stories around you because it was being sung in church, so it was an opportunity to take advantage of the fact that the song was popular. Then you release on Apple Attention.
But who created Onapo?
You.
So what's attention that or the opportunity I'm taking again?
Because it was for a specific agenda.
No, every music that I drop out there, it's my music. Go to NDC and find out. Is Onapo belongs to them? They will tell you belongs to.
But I thought they bought. They asked you to produce ones.
No. You see, it's a whole lot of things. I can even sell the song for you, but still the song belongs to me.
Even though you sold it,
you just find out from copyright.
Okay, so you don't sell the music and the rights.
Yeah, it's like land. You see, you buy a land from somebody, and the person will give you 99 years. After 100 years, the land reverse back to the owners. You have to go and sit down with them and then
renegotiate.
That's it. You see, the music, it is not about me taking advantage. I created Onapo. So whatever I do with Onapo, it is my right. I was just making sure that people will keep dancing. Don't stop dancing. Keep enjoying yourself with Onapo, praising God with it. There's nothing wrong. We've done the political side. Now we are moving it from the politics to the church. And it worked perfect.
Was it your kind of response to the public? Abonsan wonyam attention, and it's more like Jimmy. It's more like
yeah.
Exactly. You've used the right word.
But I mean, you ask yourself, there were so many insults that was running on social media that definitely somebody will say, Nacee, as for this one, you have to respond to this person. And imagine if I responded to any of this. What would be the news? Hey, Nacee, do be at them. But you know, I didn't do that. I think in a very perfect way, I just went silent, mute on those people. I think they needed my attention to become popular, but I didn't give them that chance. And anybody that attacks my profession, I see you to be the devil. You are my Satan, so I won't give you any attention at all.
So yeah. Then I'm right. Then it was a response, but
it wasn't a response directly to them. But I mean, whilst I'm attacking the devil, like the way Jesus said to Peter that, "Get thee behind me, you Satan." He wasn't talking to Peter. He was talking to the devil, the Satan that has entered him. So sometimes, you know, the devil will use so many people to just get your attention that if you are not careful, I might even slap you but by the end of the day, when you come to your senses, you said, did I say this to you? You know, so sometimes I have to find a better way to just, you know, get rid of this negative things around it. And then many of them are apologizing now to me.
Which of them?
I don't want to mention names.
Are they the same people who went on radio to say you were selfish?
The same people that went on radio, went on social media.
You mention their name, but I'll mention their names for you.
Okay, that's you mentioning
so
the
names.
names.
I mention the name, if they are among you, tell me.
I would, that one, it's, you know, it's good to settle issue with your brothers, as Jesus always says that.
The same brothers that you did business with?
Oh, it's everybody. Everybody. Some of them I haven't even seen before. But they knew that I have collected money. So they sat on the social media, gave it to me well. They haven't even seen me before. They know nothing about Nacee. All that they know is Nacee has done Onapo. They didn't know that I recorded 4 music videos. I recorded 5 documentaries. They didn't know that I recorded 7 songs. They didn't know that I went out there, I employed other people to also promote the song. But that is the job that I collected from them. You see? The radio station that advertised for NDC, does that make them an NDC people?
No.
The radio station that, the people that went and fixed the stage and then the billboards, the DDP and other people, does that one make them an NDC people? So why Nacee working for NDC, then I become an NDC person? And it's a taboo.
We live in a society that doesn't understand these things.
Jesus Christ. So that's why I said I leave it out there. Thank God that some people were so
But you recorded 7 songs. We heard just one of them.
Oh, then you were not following.
Tell me, remind me of the other 6.
We did a lot. I mean, John 3:16.
Isn't the same Onapo?
Yeah, it's different. Onapo is a collection of the songs, all the songs that I did.
Are you serious? Because
yes.
All I hear is John 3:16, Onapo.
Like if I'm to preview or play some of the things, the songs that I did for them, I would have just opened it for you to listen. We did Yatuaso, we did Accounting to the People, we did Kayukumi. It's just a bit of all these songs that I put, I put all together. And then that is why we came out with the Napo thing.
I would like to hear the 7 before I go, so that's for 6 of, but not now.
Okay.
When we're done the interview, we'll
that's
play
fine.
So that we can put that in, because I'm still confused as to how 7 songs and only one was that popular.
You know, definitely when you do an album, one song is normally popular. Yes, so you use one to promote the rest of the album. And don't also forget that the other song, it was for a specific agenda. You know, the Accounting to the People. The president went around the country telling Ghana that I have done this, I have done that. You send me to do this, and I have done it. So it was accounting to the people. So
that's what talks about the facilities he's done.
That is the thing.
That one.
So that one too is there before the Napo came in. So the Napo is just the last baby.
And that one got everybody's attention.
Because it's a bit of all the song, yeah.
We get to listen to the song. Enough of Onapo and all the business that came with it. No Tribe.
Yeah.
We've been very bothered about No Tribe. What's happening?
No Tribe is there. We are getting ready to release our next album.
It looks like it's the same thing you keep saying all the time. No Tribe is there. We are getting ready to do something. We are getting ready to do something.
But do you believe?
I don't believe anymore.
Why?
Because Nacee is growing far away and far higher and bigger than No Tribe, that I fear that No Tribe cannot stand.
No. You know, normally, if you've been following No Tribe for some time now, our first album came out 2000 and I think later part of 2006.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say 2007. And the next one came out 2010.
That was when it was 2010 one was what the VGMAs nominated you for.
Yeah, the
Artist of the Year.
That was the song, the album that had Boshe, I think, Bang Bang. So that was 2010. And 2014, our next album came out again. So look at the gap in between our releases.
Nacee.
No, but just look at
the gap with your releases.
The first one is about 3 years, and the second one is about 4 years.
Okay.
You see, in 2014, so 15, 16, we are now in 2017. And our release year is normally 3 to 4 years.
But it looks like my main worry is that the brand Nacee is going too or way big.
But don't forget that Nacee gave birth to No Tribe.
Exactly. And it's more that you have left your children behind and you're running faster than them.
And
we're almost forgetting that you have children.
After the children are born, you educate them. I've taken them to school. Now they are lecturers on their own. They should be able to take care of themselves, even if the father is not there.
So what it means is that you rely or waiting for the group to do stuff on their own.
Now, No Tribe is not 100% in my hands, as I used to control things and then manage everything. I have handed certain things to another profession, some people that are very, very experienced that they can also push the group to another level. So I don't want to become autocratic that everything has to, when Meme can, they're fine.
But do you notice that the group is dying off? We are almost forgetting. When was the last time you had a major show?
Do you wait and see?
You know, Ghana's musicians live on show, or they thrive on shows, how many shows they've done, and how much airplay they are given.
No Tribe, the purpose of No Tribe is to feed the church praise and worship songs. So our purpose, or the reason why the group was born, we are still fulfilling that side of it. So it is not always being out there that makes us relevant. Where we have to go and speak the word or preach the word or sing the word, we are doing it. The showbiz side is just, it is not part of the gospel music, seriously. But when you get to a certain area in your life, then the showbiz comes in. But the ministry side is more higher than the showbiz side.
Could it also be that because Nacee decided to step aside and not fully manage, things are being mismanaged?
Not really. You see, the management that is managing Nacee is the same management that is working on No Tribe.
So they're giving you much attention than No Tribe?
Because I am pushing a new agenda, and which needs new attention and much attention now. You can't be pushing two things at the same time. If you are not careful, you distort the news. So we need to establish one first before they can focus on others.
So I can conclude Nacee is the reason No Tribe is taking a slow,
No.
or No Tribe has decided
I've already, told you that, yes, you Ghanaians are waiting for a new album from No Tribe, which it will come. It will soon come.
But it will come later this year. Is that what you're saying? Or you're not sure when?
It depends.
Because I know you have something to do this year. You're releasing a fresh album this year. And so if you tell me that, if you put two things, you promote two things at the same time, you distort the story. It means that we have to give you priority. Let your album fly, and then we can look at
the Counselor album. The Counselor is a project. We're working on the Counselor 1 and the Counselor 2. So the Counselor 2, we wanted to even release the Counselor 2. That was later part of last year, but we couldn't do it. So we have to do it this year. And then we can launch the two, Counselor 1 and Counselor 2 together. Then we know we are done with the Counselor project. Then we'll continue with the rest of the things that we have to do. So sure, so No Tribe can follow after that.
Exactly.
Or before that.
Definitely not before that. Nacee, you and I know that it cannot be before that.
Oh, no,
okay, so since you've answered
possible.
No Tribe, let's come to the substantive issue now. Now, we are all waiting to see what would happen come the 8th of April. But someone asked me, if you could get 10 nominations, what stopped you from being in the Artist of the Year category?
I think I answered this question on your station, Hit FM, that the organizers and the board sat on it severally, and they realized that this is where I qualify to be. So they put me where I am qualified. So I wouldn't sit here and then like tell the organizers and then the board that, oh, you people, you don't know your job, so you couldn't put me out there. No. Where I belong, that is where they put me.
Do you think that you deserve to be in the Artist of the Year category?
Do I think? If the definition, I qualify to be there, I think the organizers will put me there.
You know the definition. I know the definition.
Yeah,
and so
but what do
per
you
the
think?
definition, do you think that you could have been there?
Oh, for now, I would say that this year, where I belong, that's where they put me.
Are you one of the people who think that once you mouth the awarding body, you're in their bad book, and so you might not get nominations again, or you might not get awarded?
Oh, but we've been on Chatterhouse, we've been on, Truth, we've held them severally, so many. This is not the first time I've gotten nomination. And we've been on their neck over the years. What we think we are not okay with it, we've said it. And me, I am not afraid of anybody. You know me. When I'm not okay with something, I'll just voice it out. I think I'm okay. Moreover, among all the nominations that people had, I had the highest. So what else again do I have to fight for? It tells you the work that we did the year and the review was so perfect. We went everywhere across Ghana, pushing the song and Menewa. So I think they are right in whatever that they have been on the board before, so I know what goes in there. So at the end of the day, it's not an easy thing. Trust me. Trust me. If they think that Nacee qualifies to be an Artist of the Year, why not? They will put me there.
Now, another thing we are worried about as people who follow and love gospel music is the fact that we may never get to win the Artist of the Year category per our own what's the word, for our own positioning. Let's say that, let's put it that way.
We may never. You and who?
That's I say per our positioning. So if you answer or if you question the positioning, I will explain. But do you think that we can?
Of course.
How can we ever get there?
By hard working.
We've been working hard enough, except you're telling me that we haven't worked hard enough.
Maybe somebody is doing better than us. So we don't have to rest. You know, you think you have money. Go to somebody's account and you see that your money is just a chicken change. So as much as we are calling Chatterhouse or the organizers Vodafone to like respect the brand gospel musicians, we should also call our own people to also support us when it comes to times like this, like voting, because voting also counts. The public has 30%.
40% actually. The
public had 30%. The academy had 30%. The board had 40%.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 30-30 and then 40. So if the public, the 30%, they don't vote, and you get, let's say the board votes for you, and the academy is also more like the public. So you lose this vote from these people. So 60% is already gone. You only have 40%. You won't win. But somebody is pushing from the public is voting for them, the academy is voting for them, and the board will also vote for them. They win. So if we say that Ghana, the Christian population is more higher than other religion, why? Anytime awards kind of, you know, happens that people should vote for us to win something, it becomes like the begging becomes too much. And every day the news is that I can't say a Christopher voting, they don't vote. Don't forget that some few days ago, you called me and you asked me about Joe Metal says that, you know, and it is true.
But that's what I was saying, because of our positioning.
You know.
And one of the questions, I don't know whether it's you or OJ, that I think it was OJ, he says, who sets the rules for us?
Yes.
Who said that you cannot go out there
to
and
ask for
campaign.
vote.
So it looks more like we have positioned ourselves in a certain, we put ourselves in a certain position.
I think it's hypocrisy. We are too hypocrites when it comes to certain things. People in their closet, they do so many things that is very awkward and bad. But the public, when they come to the public, they feel that, oh, we have to behave that we are the angels that just landed from heaven. But trust me, God is watching all of us. Whatever that you say in your room, if you can't say it publicly, then change. If you think you can listen to any other genre of music in your room, in your car, and you come out there, then you think that Nacee singing high life music, so that makes me a sinner. God is judging all of us. There's nothing wrong you being here as a Vodafone Artist of the Year. There's nothing wrong. But all that we need is that just pick up your phone and vote. Christians, some of us are criticizing and insulting people that do gambling, like, you know, how do you call it, betting for so many things. But the same Christians will do American lottery. They will do American lottery. That is right. And when they win, they move with their family and everybody. They go and then live in America, Canada, London. That is right. The same Christians, right? A pastor, a deacon, a counselor will write a book that talks sex, teaches sex. It is right to read it. The same Christian fraternity, when a gospel musician sings about love, it is wrong. Why do you sing about kissing? But it's right to have sex in the book. It is wrong for me to sing about sex. And me, I am not even singing about sex. I am only singing about love. So these are some of the things that has prevented us to even win some of these categories. Because the hypocrisy level is too high. But if we put a stop to it, it will help all of us. Because, you see, the bigger, if you win the Artist of the Year, or you get hype, the more the artist is going higher, many of the people that are lost will also follow the person. Whatever you open your mouth to say, people listen to you. If I don't have followers, right, how would I be able to put a message out there that people will just, you know, listen to it? If I am not, Nacee is not relevant, would you pick up your machines and your crew, follow me here? No. How come? It took hard work. Is that one not a sin? So you see, we should just stay away from this hypocrisy and make sure that this is something that it will help the Christian fraternity. Let's support one another. Anytime you see somebody like being pushed up there, this is the time we all gang behind the person. Make sure that the person wins or he succeeds in whatever that he does. But you know, even in the church, in the choir, in the church, when the pastor knows how to preach so well that he is under somebody, then the other person, maybe either the head pastor will try to pull him down, that I will even give you the platform, because whenever you preach, you know, the church is always kind of, you know, praising you. You see? Or like somebody, like in the gospel, like let's say the singing department, doing so well, but there is the choir master or the leader is not that too well. So when this person finishes singing, you know, people are giving him money and giving him praise and kind of, and hey, next time you won't get a chance to sing again. Is it right? What are we talking about? What are we doing? Let's keep on gang behind any other person that is doing something for the kingdom. Don't see me as I am like receiving praises for myself. No, no. Whatever that I'm doing, it is for God. Right? Through me, somebody has heard Christ. You see, through me, I have preached through that. Somebody has heard that name, Jesus Christ. So why don't you continue invest in Nacee? If you have money, don't keep the money in the bank. For what? You will die and the money, somebody that did not even work for it will just come and, but you know, when you invest in me, I will use the money to must go out there, preach the gospel, talk about it, and somebody will follow. That person that will give his life or her life to Christ. One day, when your time comes and you have to leave and go to heaven, maybe your crown, God will find another way to even give you a bigger crown than you can think.
Now, could it also be that as gospel musicians, we haven't been able to educate our following, our church members, our pastors or our superiors to understand that this is not for us? Taking from what Joe Metal says, that people will say you're being materialistic. It is not about being materialistic. It's another platform to reach out to souls.
Yeah.
It could be that we haven't told them the relevance or how relevant it is to be in this categories or to find yourself being nominated for a thing like that.
This one, I think I will just put a little blame on our fathers, that is our pastors. They do more talking, and don't forget that the pastors, they have the platforms when it comes to, they are our fathers. So whatever that the father says is final. So if our fathers are educating the church members that it is not a bad thing to follow or support a gospel artist, all the church members will support. That is why some of this news has, it has been going out there that, oh, it is not right, and they are too proud, and so it's not good when they become popular. They become too arrogant, and we can't even control them anymore. So any gospel artist or any musician in the church, you become like an evil, But I think if we are able to, the church, the pastors, they are able to educate the church members, they will also understand us. That is why we have to spend extra money to even educate the people instead of us pushing the money into the evangelism. We rather push the money into advertising and educating people about what I believe, what my beliefs are. But honestly, I can't be able to. I don't have that kind of money to spread around like that. I can only do little. So if I'm not able to push more, and many of them too out there will not even hear the news, and they will say that, yeah, I see crowd here, see our crowd or a politician, So I don't have that money to push and push and push and push. Maybe with Canadian car, I'll be able to push more, but because I don't have enough money, the little I can do, that's what I will do, and I won't force myself. I can't kill myself.
Because you said that we should look at it from the point where the pastors who have the platform are not speaking about it. I have heard a lot of pastors condemn things that have got to do with, awards like this. Could it also be that they are misinforming the people?
Yes, of course. Of course. That's what I'm saying. Let me tell you one story. When I became born again, then it is not a right thing for you to wear jeans to the church. But it got to a point where the pastors that I was under them also traveled to America. Then you can't even rap in when you are singing. But I remember when my pastor returned from America, and then we were singing Mama American's song, "Oh, Nyami na you." And then after we finished performing in the church, everybody was happy because our pastor is back. And when he took the microphone, saying, "We say, kamoto onyaminda na kamo breaki onyaminda yena wodumo the rap be." Then the same pastor that was criticizing rap music, now he's okay. What has happened? Education, understanding, So it's like that. If you educate people well about certain things, that's what I'm saying. That one I will give it to. I would say our fathers are not doing so much about it. They are also right in some ways, because some of us, the musicians, we become too, arrogant when we are being pushed. When we get the platform, we kind of ride on our pastors. We don't even respect them anymore. So now some of them are kind of afraid of even pushing us or saying certain things, and to the members that, oh, support these people, they are our own. So I won't even blame them. I can only say that they should try and support us.
You can say they should try and support us. So you don't believe that is materialistic?
Not at all.
So you're going to be asking for votes?
I've already started. social media. We are also voting ourselves, and we've been on some radio stations. And as I'm here enjoying news, I'm going to talk about it. Yes, because you have to vote for me. If you don't vote for me, I won't win. I need to win.
How relevant is this award or these awards to you?
You know, after winning this, or after the several ones that I've won, our name, that is the name No Tribe and Nacee, was shifted from a certain level to another level. Because then if somebody is approaching you for you to do any performances, or that, the person will not even pay you the money that they used to pay you before. Don't forget that your brand has changed from one step to another step. You see, so it's very, very, very relevant for you, because when you get it, it helps you to become, I mean, in terms of business, trust me, it's good. It's good.
So come that day, if you don't even pick up one, what would happen?
Nothing.
Life goes on like that. 10
Trust
nominations, not even one award.
If UNAPO did not break me down, not VGMA, VGMA can't break me down.
I see. Finally, let's talk about, you know, what you want to wrap up with, because I am done with my questioning. So if there's anything you want to wrap up with.
The only thing I would say is that everybody should try and vote for Nacee. This year we are contesting with so many of this, you know, strong and huge musicians that I respect every musician, and I know their capability of winning as well. But, you know, I won't sit here to behave as if I am the only person that, you know, the strongest among all. You know, please go out there, vote for Nacee. Just text J2 to 1767, or text M1 to 1767. The other ones as well. I don't have all of them here, but just vote for Nacee.
Which of the 10 is very dear to you?
I told you that all of them.
All of them. So none is dear to you. Say, oh, this one, I think that it would, like you're saying, that they would add to the career. But this one, dear.
I think all of them.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. Because when we are able to win the video, you know, music video of the year, my video director will be very happy, you know, that the works has paid. So even if it's not okay for me, it is okay for somebody. You know, engineer, producer. I mean, I always leave my family and come and stay in the studio, sleep here, record. I mean, there should be some appreciation. Now,
see, finally, it just dropped in that I asked you. Another reason people get, you know, jittery when gospel musicians are the ones who are in the hems of affairs, or there's something around them, is because most of the time we expect a certain kind of holiness from you. But a lot of the gospel musicians are in the media or are in the papers or are on radio for very, very wrong reasons. Is either somebody's complaining that they've impregnated them, another person says they've abused them, another person says this one is using juju and all that. Sometimes you tend to think that most of the doubts people have and reasons why people question gospel musicians is because of some of these things that some gospel musicians do.
Any other person that will begin to point fingers at somebody, the person is doing the same thing. So if you tell me that I'm doing juju, that means that is what you do. That is why you see me to be in the same lane with you. Okay? And we shouldn't also forget that the church is there for the sinners. Right? We are not pure people. Christ came for the sinners. So the church is there. It's a clinic. Right? We are there to heal our sins.
But if you say you are the one who is, say, the gospel musician, the one who is giving us words to feed on, we expect that you know better.
No, but don't forget that I'm human. I'm human. At the end of the day, whatever that I'm trying to let it out of me, that I think gospel, Christ has told me that it is not good to slap your brother. It is not good to steal from your brother. It is not good to, kill a brother. I am trying to let those things out of my system. So it doesn't mean I am an angel. So sometimes when people, that is why you when you push somebody, you get to a point where say, insure tire puncher or war. We are human. So when you're expecting us to behave holier than, how do you people say?
Holier than thou.
It is, to me, you people should see us as also, we are one of you people. Whatever that you do in your house, we do the same thing. The gospel musicians...
That's a serious one to say.
We do the same thing.
Whatever they do in their house, you don't know what people do in their house.
So what do you guys do that we don't do it? Tell me. Everything that human being does, Christians do same. Everything. We sin, right? Christians sin, and they ask for forgiveness. And you see, the conviction of you realizing that, no, what I have done is wrong. But somebody that is not of Christ, he or she doesn't see that what I have done is wrong. So they keep on doing it more. But for the Christians, when they do something, they realize that, no, I shouldn't have done this to this person. So they realize it and say, God, forgive me. And they approach their sister or brother and say, I'm sorry. That is the difference. We do the same, everything that you do. Tell me. Is it, you talking about sex? Is that why you were so kind of,
Because
Christians have sex. They make love. Let me put it down because that is what is much,
When per the rules, they are not supposed to.
Christians do same. Sometimes somebody will fall short somewhere and then get to the wrong side and then like premarital sex. It doesn't make the person a mango tree. If I go out there and see some mango and I plug it and I eat it and I realize that no, this is not the right thing for me to do, right? And I change from it. It doesn't make me, a mango tree.
Have you fallen into temptation yourself before?
Definitely, everybody. That is why Jesus teaches us that, so that, we'll be able to fight against temptation and then,
Temptation of committing adultery.
Oh, not really.
Not really means partially.
No. Oh, sometimes, there are so many ways that God sees certain things. Even when you look at the woman twice, as Jesus says it, you've already slept with the person. So, it would be wrong for me to say that I haven't committed a sin before or adultery before. Maybe in the side of God, I have done it severally.
And let's be clear, and yours was just by seeing, or you went the other way around, or you went further.
Definitely, temptation is there. And don't forget that I'm a producer, I'm a musician.
And so people come through here.
It's not only coming through. Sometimes you see certain things and before you see you are there. So you when you realize that no, where I am is wrong, you move away.
You're speaking so much parables.
Yes, what I'm saying is that I am human. And everybody is also human. You are also human, right? You can also fall into temptation. When you see that where I am, it's not right, you don't go further. You drop it. I am not here to tell you that, I am an angel. No. That's not what I'm trying to say. We all make mistakes in our lives. But, it doesn't make me, don't think that, Nacee, no. I'm not talking about that. But I want you people to know that when you see anybody falling in that, temptation, don't see the person as evil. Don't see them as evil. That is the time for us to get closer. But most of the time, we see people falling down, and the Christians will ignore them. It is wrong to ignore
Since you're saying that, have you reached out to some of the people whose names we've heard on air as people who have either committed fornication or adultery and all that, who are gospel musicians? Have you reached out to them?
I've even done more, gone further. Even hip live musicians and high live musicians, sometimes you hear some stories. I pick up a phone and then talk to them that is not the end of your life.
Have you called Brasami after all the incidents of he being alleged to have impregnated people, caused abortion and all that?
I realized that the story wasn't true, so I didn't call him.
How did you realize?
Oh, it was just to promote somebody's project.
You're sure? It's not once, it's not twice.
That is, I'm talking about the story that came out, that he impregnated somebody.
It's the second story.
I didn't know the second story. I only heard the one that she came out and then, you know. So I realized the story wasn't true, so why would I waste my credit on it?
You have worked with NSD. Have you called him since the video went viral that he's into
using juju? I've spoken with him, and he said it's not true. And I believe him. I am not in the position of judging him. I only spoke with him, and I told him that if it is true, stop it. I have done further. I mean, you know, my life is, we are there. Bible says that we should go out there and preach the gospel, right? So you don't have any measures of talking to Christians only. And don't also forget that Christians, somebody can sit in the, like you can be the father of President Akufo-Addo, right? You can be the daughter of President Akufo-Addo, but you are not correct. Your father will give positions and he will forget you. But if you are in the position of your father's favorite, he will make sure that, okay, let me put you here, learn from here, and the next year or two, you get to a different position. It's like that. Anybody that, when there's any issue, and I get the chance, getting the person's number, quickly I'll call you and talk to you. I encourage you, I encourage people, talking to them, but you know, sometimes it's not everything too that you have to call the person. Sometimes you have to stay back and pray for the person. Because sometimes it's not, everybody is calling the person, oh, Charlie, I don't want to mention anybody's name, but the number of times that myself and some other brothers and sisters, we've done, I mean, we've fast and support the person in prayers. Nobody knows about it. And before you see, the matter is just like, I say, it wouldn't tend to be anything you see. It's just there. It's the matter will just die just like that. I wouldn't say that our prayers did that magic, but I think we also prayed in supporting of that person. So there are so many ways of helping your brother.
Hi, so you heard from the man himself, Nacee, up for 10 categories. He's up for nomination in 10 categories this 8th April. It's just 2 weeks away or 3 weeks away, and we are having to vote. We have to vote for him. He's mentioned out to the diggers to vote for him through. So let's try support our big brother, Nacee. 10 categories, the highest so far for a gospel musician. Watra.
I think we should even say 11.
Okay, so which is the 11th one?
NS had same year with the male vocalist of the year. So
okay, so it's with the same song.
Yeah,
so
with the same song. So
yes, so 11 of them.
Easy.
Cry. At least he says he wants 5 pay. It's not too much.
You ask. Give me 5. You give me 5. And let's share the 5 for, you know. You give me 5. The 5, I will take 1. I'll give 1 to you people, you know. My management will take 1. I'll go and put 1 in the church. You see. And then also the young ones that are coming, we also will put 1 there for them, that they will grow and come and see that, yeah, this person also dedicated some plaque for us, you know. So I think I've shared it equally.
Yes.
You see.
So
we have to be role models for it, you know. 5
of them, Nacee is asking you to. So try and vote so that we can have 5 awards. Once we make it, we know that you helped us to make it.
Say,